being in a car accident, one of the things that you have to deal with is that gate between your mind and your mouth doesn't work. Okay, and I went through this for 3 years saying every single thing I thought. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute, because how much trouble would you be in? And this is in self-defense of myself. I'm precluding this because this isn't like good or anything, but it's I'm not going to tell you if it's true or not going to true. I'm going to tell you it's a good story. So, going to a doctor, and they were doing laser treatment on my brain, which they were shooting a laser gun into my brain, trying to regrow brain cells to help with the injury that I have. So I go in there, and there's this Indian fella there, and it was right after lunch. So, like, I had a 1 o'clock appointment, right? So I have lunch at noon.
Gotcha.
And so he comes in. He's kind of a portly fella. And I don't know why it is that the worse someone's breath is the closer they require their mouth to be.
Right.
But he was like right here.
Okay.
And it was actually shooting directly into my nostrils while he's talking. And you have to understand now, from my perspective, he's talking. All of a sudden, he sets the gun down, stomps out, shuts the door. That's my perspective. Okay. And I'm like, man, what a jerk, right? So I wait a couple minutes because I don't know what's going on. The lady comes in and she says, I'm the manager of this establishment. And I'm like, well, good for you. And she said, Mr. Walsh, you cannot tell my employee that it smells like a cat poops in his mouth. Now, what you have to understand is at this moment, I thought that. But you would never say that because that'd be rude.
Right.
And now I'm sitting here in this moment going, oh, no, I actually said this to another human being. So now the conflict comes in. Do you support or defend the action, right? So I was like, all right, full defense mode. I'm like, ma'am, there is no way you've not smelled his breath before, and he's not coming back in here without some Big Red.
There you go.
His breath is terrible. And she started to chuckle, right? And I was like, okay, we're done here, right? And so we finish up and we go out, and we were in one of those physical therapy places where they got the bars that walk and the weights and the people doing the stretch stringy things and all that stuff. And again, I thought it would be funny. And I need to stress that part because I remember at the beginning I said he was kind of a portly fellow, and he was bending over to pick something up, and the slot appeared, large slot. And I thought it would be funny if somebody put a quarter into the slot machine and yelled jackpot, because apparently he had missed underwear day. And,
okay.
We were in front of everybody, and I thought that would be funny. In reality, it wasn't that funny. He was very upset. The one thing that I could not understand, though, is how the quarter made it from where I put it into the slot machine to where it came out, and how it managed to make it through that process. And I was trying to figure that part out while he was screaming at me, right? And then the funniest part was they said, well, we don't want you back anymore. And I was just like, well, like, you realize I have a brain injury. I didn't do that on purpose.
Right.
I didn't know that I was doing that. But see how easy it is to judge?
So did you pick up your change and go home then?
Oh, no, I told him he could keep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you pick it up.
Take a quarter and call someone who cares, and we'll get back to you in the morning.